So question 5 says, rewrite the following equation in slope-intercept form, and then determine the slope and the y-intercept. So the previous video, if you haven't seen it, watch, I think video for example 3 in your homework. But the slope-intercept form of an equation is described as y equals mx plus b. So if we have the equation 8x minus 4y is equal to 12, to be in slope-intercept form, we have to isolate the variable y on one side. In other words, we have to represent we have to isolate the output on one side of the equation. So we have to solve this equation for y. In doing so, this puts it in slope-intercept form, and by inspection, the coefficient of x is going to be the slope, and the constant is going to be the y-intercept where it crosses the y-axis. So the first thing I need to do to get the y by itself is I do not want to get rid of the coefficient of the y first. I want to get rid of this part here that's added to it. So to get rid of an 8x, we actually want to lose an 8x to zero it out. So we have a negative 8x on both sides. So then if we kind of draw a line to kind of keep things organized, the 8x and the negative x will zero out. And then this leaves us a negative 4y. And then these are not like terms, so they have to come down, negative 8x plus 12. I usually like to bring the variable down first, since it kind of is that way in our equation, mx plus b. Now, to get rid of the coefficient of y, we have to divide both sides by negative 4. So if I divide this by negative 4, I have to divide all this by negative 4 over here. Now, the negative 4s will divide out and turn into a 1, but 1y is just written as y. Here, we actually have to use the distributive property. We have to divide each numerator by the negative 4. So I'm going to just rewrite this as negative 8x divided by negative 4 plus 12 divided by negative 4, like that. So this is where your ability to do some math comes into play, because they want it in simplest form. So negative 8 divided by negative 4, again, if you want to use your calculator, you can. But that's going to be, we know that a negative divided by negative is a positive, and 8 divided by 4 would be 2. So this just turns into 2x. Plus then, 12 divided by negative 4 is a negative 3, because 4 goes into 12 3 times, and a positive divided by negative is a negative. And you can also check it, does negative 3 times negative 4 get you back to that positive 12? And it would. Now, typically, we don't write a plus negative 3. We would rewrite this as y equals 2x minus 3, because that's simpler than plus negative 3. So these both mean the same thing, but this looks just a little bit more easier to rewrite. So by doing so, that's going to be the slope-intercept form. Now, they still want us to determine the slope and the y-intercept. So remember, y equals mx plus b is our slope-intercept form. So m is the coefficient of x, so the 2 is our slope. Our b is going to represent our y-intercept. So notice how it's that negative 3 or negative 3. But notice how I think your homework wants it as an ordered pair. So if they want that as an ordered pair, remember the y-intercept is written as 0, comma y, or in other words, 0, comma b, if you will. So our answer is actually going to be, the y-intercept is going to be then 0, negative 3 would be the ordered pair for the y-intercept if they want it written as an ordered pair. So a lot of times we'll say the y-intercept is negative 3, but if they want it written as an ordered pair, we have to use the proper notation.